Real similar to a backpack strap. We come up through the inner one and back over through the outer one. Pull that tight, pull them down. Adjusting the straps to make sure it's laying perfectly centered on top of the pool. We're also pulling out a lot of the packing wrinkles while we're doing this. Preparing for our next step of drilling the anchors into the concrete. Now to drill into the concrete deck, you're going to need what's called a rotary hammer drill. This one's made by Hilti, but they're also made by Bosch and Black & Decker and Milwaukee. You can rent one of these at any hardware, or any rental shop rather, for $50 a day. And we're using a 3/4 inch masonry bit. Now that our cover is centered, springs are on, we're setting the drill about 3 to 4 inches behind where the spring is laying. Got the strap nice and straight off the seam. And now we've blown the dust out of the way, and we're going to tamp in the anchor body nice and flush with the concrete, and screw in the piece that will hold the spring. Now we've drilled right across from each other, one on the shallow end and an equal one across on the same seam down on the deep end. We're using 2 drills, but that's because we're professionals. You don't have to do that. And now that we've got both set, then we can hook those on and continue outward. We're starting in the middle seams of the cover, and we'll progressively move to the outside, always checking our center, checking our overlap on the coping stones so that we don't get the cover kind of cockeyed, which is easy to do on a freeform pool. We're alternating sides as we drill. We drill 2 on the end, 2 on the other end, then we switch to the sides, 2 on that side, 2 on this side. And as you can see, the cover is already taking shape with only 6 or 8 anchors in the ground. One thing we're looking at while we're installing is to make sure these seams are running straight. We don't want them to be pulled too far to one side. If you find that you see that, you want to make some adjustments at that cross strap, that cross seam, if you see it moving to one side or the other. So another length here. We've got it here. Notice that I'm going to skew my strap just slightly to the outside, just about an inch or so. So I'm not coming straight off of here, but I'm going to skew it towards the outside just a little bit. Pulling my strap tight, lay it flat, and choose a point about 2 or 3 inches behind the hook of the spring. And always stand directly behind. It's easier on the back. That one's a little tight, so I'm going to need to loosen the strap. We want to have an equal tension on all the springs, something about 1/3 to halfway compressed on the spring. Yeah, that felt good. And we've noticed that now that we've got all the anchors in place, all the straps connected, we have a small puddle in the middle. And that's not good. These solid covers need to drain towards the drain panels, which are black. But there's a simple solution. We're simply going to tighten up these straps in the middle, make them tighter, and loosen the straps around the drains, and then the water will naturally run toward the drain. It's something you need to do on every solid safety cover installation like this one.